So I'm supposed to be talking to you about education. There are 5 theories to education. You have essentialist, which is the teacher is dictating and lecturing you, and then you memorize from the book. There's perennialism, which is you learn from the great books, which is like Shakespeare and the Bible and such, but you're still being dictated by the teacher as to what to learn and how to learn and what to understand. And then you have progressivism, which is hands-on experiences. It's very student-centered. And then you have social reform, social construction, which is the student does a lot of social projects, like going to the shelter and learning about the problems in society. And then you have the existentialist classroom, which is like, there is no classroom here, and you try to make yourself a better person. There's no teacher. They're just friends who are helping you along the path to enlightenment. That's pretty much what it is. So my personal take on this subject is going to be discussing the theories of education, or the theories of how to teach. While essentialism might be good for creating factory workers and low-end businessmen and anything that is like a job, where you're used to this authority telling you this is what you need to do and this is how we want you to do it, and then you go out and do it. That is good for essentialism. Perennialism is more like, we want you to understand these problems that have occurred and how they were solved, and we want you to fix them. We want you to be morally intelligent and rational, and we want you to sort of expand on those. Progressivism is very much into the scientific method. They want the student to study everything through the scientific method, or at least as close as they can get. They look for a problem, they think of how it's done, how to solve it, and all that, and they work through that. And I think that progressivism would be good for, like, engineers or scientists. And social reformationism is obviously, or whatever it is, we never know, is obviously best for politicians and activists. And then existentialism, I mean, that's its own hippie whack job. I mean, it's hard to say. One of the arguments is like, do these people know how to balance a checkbook? I mean, anything. I mean, they're good for like arts people and people. And I think to make a well-rounded individual, the best idea is to incorporate all. Here's my theory. The first few years, between 3 and 4, the student should be in a social environment, much like kindergarten, that allows them to explore the world around them with other students. And then for like an elementary education, it could be sort of essentialist, where the teacher is telling the student the basics of what they need to know. And then, you know, sort of put the student in a school that curtails to their best abilities and what they want to do. And people who don't need all that math, don't take all that math. You only need core curriculum up to, I don't know, like 5th grade. I mean, reading and writing beyond that is very important. Overall, I think we need to curtail our education to the students and therefore leave everything open to them. And I want to know what you guys think. Maddie, you didn't make a video, you're in trouble.